Hi, it's Regi Stone at Discover Worship, and today I have some friends with me again, and we're going to sing a wonderful song from David and Bonnie Huntsinger. These guys were talking that they've probably recorded this 3 or 4 or 5 times in the last few months. It's a beautiful song. It's available at discoverworship.com. This is an easy 2-part choir arrangement. It's simple, but it does take some concentration. The name of it is Kyrie Eleison. And I want to talk to these guys, if you'll pan over to them, and let's talk about a lot of choirs, especially a more traditional or classic choir, hold music books. Mm-hmm. So what are some ways that we can better connect with the audience that we're singing in front of? Anybody?
Our church does. Our choir uses music about half the time. Not, I guess, intentional. Not like we want them to, but
right.
They just have a hard time memorizing everything that we're doing, week to week. And one thing or two that we tell them, number one, is just to be conscious of being up out of the music. But
right.
we actually physically get them to hold their folder kind of flat and high.
Okay.
And they'll forget to do it a lot, but if they hold it up like this, then they can really just use more of their eyes to look down at the music and then back up so their head is always up. Mm-hmm. And it really does make a sonic difference, because if they're
Absolutely.
not doing this, then we can hear them. The mics are picking them up. But also just visually as you're watching them, it seems so much more like they're engaged when their head and their eyes most of the time are up. So that's helped some.
Well, I think it helps also, like you said, for the sound, just
right.
You can sing better.
Yeah, because you're not crunching all your instrument down
here. You can sing correctly if you have your head up.
Well, and not just connect with the audience, but the conductor, the worship leader, to be able to see. He may want to,
hold it a little longer,
or repeat the chorus, or that's one thing. When I was in college, we never knew where the conductor was going, and it really made you stay on your toes, because he could just hold out a phrase for as long as he wanted to, and if you weren't paying attention because you were doing this, you're the one that cut off and looked silly. So it helps on all those levels.
Mm-hmm. I wish that more churches had the opportunity to see themselves, the next day.
Yeah.
I have watched in past with choirs I've been a part of, or if I've directed, and it's amazing to see maybe even the lack, not just music, looking down at the music, even if it's a choir that does not use any music at all. It's also expression. And let's take another 30 seconds, and anybody on expression, just some ideas of thoughts with your face that can help as you're trying to communicate the song.
Well, I know I actually worked at a theme park years ago, and they would yell at me, "Molly, I can't see your expression. You're just..." And the person in the back of the church needs to be able to see what you're feeling, see what you're trying to get across. And if you're just, you may think what you're doing is really extreme, but it might not be.
Well, that's the biggest thing. Is you may think that you're overdoing it, but you're probably not.
By the time it gets to the
exactly, they're going, well,
yes.
I think they smiled. So you got to get out of your comfort zone. Like what you would engage somebody this far away from you is different than 30 feet to the front row.
That's a good point, Shane, because even the size of the room and the number of people changes that.
Oh, sure.
Like in a theater situation, you have to know your room, And I love what you said, Melly, about thinking about the person on the last row, They need the encouragement that you're sharing, the message you're sharing, just as much as the person on the front row. And so
sometimes even more.
Maybe more. And so we're all responsible, to carry, and how we look. So much of what people hear is what they see. And so they will hear you better when they can see you expressing. And I think, if I could add this too, to encourage your choir to internalize what they're singing.
Absolutely.
At a level that's going to immediately change their ability to express it and communicate it, to the people listening. So much more than if they're just doing words and notes, in the right places. That's still not everything we want to do.
Right. Well, let's sing.
Great.
Here we go. So here's a little bit more serious song. But so we want to make sure then that we are watching dynamics in this. There's a lot of them. And making sure that a more, in a sense, serious song doesn't sound boring, and so that's what we'll try to accomplish here. Kyrie Eleison.